What is up, everyone? I'm just gonna start a new series where I tell you what I think about games. I know it's been a while, but I have work and everything, and I'm gonna tell you what I thought about the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. It comes with the first three Mass Effect, the complete story, all DLC, all the good stuff. I know in Mass Effect 3 they changed quite a bit from how it released in the first place, which is why I might have a different opinion than most people, because I never played Mass Effect 3 and I didn't play Mass Effect 1 when they first released. I only played Mass Effect 2. So, to start off, go over the stories. In Mass Effect 1, you basically spend the game chasing down a rogue Spectre. Sovereign and Sovereign's the name of the Reaper, which is the ship that he uses, and his name is Seren. One of your companion's mother is helping them, and you have a couple of boss fights. Basically, at the end of it, you defeat them, and then I think it's straight after when you defeated them, Mass Effect 2 starts, where you basically get killed after saving your crew, and then you find out it was the race called Collectors, who are Reapers, and Mass Effect 2 is basically you getting a team together to go and kick their ass. And it appears it happens 2 years after the original, after you die. And the third one is basically continuing from that, when the Reapers actually invade and you've got to stop them. That is the basic gist of it. I'm not going to go into many detail, but whichever way you go, you succeed in the end, unless you die in Mass Effect 2. Now, I still prefer Mass Effect 2 over the others. In my opinion, it's Mass Effect 2, Mass Effect 1, and then Mass Effect 3. Basically, Mass Effect 2 improved on, well, near enough everything from the first Mass Effect, and then Mass Effect 3 ripped out all those improvements. You had less things to do, whereas in 2 they added like these hacking and bypassing things, like, I don't know, call them mini games if you want. In 3 they all get taken away, so when you come up to a door you bypass, you just hold your hand out and it opens. I don't know why they did that, but they did. And well, Mass Effect 2 just added a lot more, and Mass Effect 3 took away most of that, which is why I like Mass Effect 2, 1 and 3. As for the games itself, as the bundle that it comes in, all on one disc, well, you got the installation disc, and then you have the play disc. Basically put in Mass Effect 1, you have 6 crewmates you can choose between, and in a mission something happens and you go down to 5, depending on which one you save. I'm guessing everyone's played it. You get to choose between Ashley and Caden, and because I play as a dude, I always go for Ashley, and I'm guessing if you're a female you probably go for Caden. I don't know how people work, but yeah, I go for Ashley near enough every time. Well, when I played. I did my romance with Liara, moved on to Mass Effect 2, found out you couldn't. Well, I think you can romance Liara in Legendary Edition, but I looked up some old information and thought I couldn't. So, the 6 people in Mass Effect 1 you can play as is Ashley, Kaidan, Liara, Rex, Garrus, and Tali. I had to think about that for a second then. And then in Mass Effect 2, it doubles, I think. Yeah, the roster doubles, and you can pick between 12 people, which probably a bit too much because I always pick the same, if I'm being honest. I like the Krogan, I like the Turians, and I like the Quarians. The Slurians, not a big fan of. And in this one you have the extra characters Zaid, you can have Legion, you have Morden, I think his name is. You have Grunt, which is the new Krogan, Miranda, Jacob, Thane, and Jack. I don't think I missed anybody, though I could be wrong. Oh yeah, you get Kasumi, but she's a DLC character as well. And I'm pretty sure, no, Samara. And yeah, like I said, I went for Tali as the romance option, and I stuck with that for Mass Effect 3, but you basically double the size of your crew in the second game. Added points for that. And in the third one, you can choose between only 7. I say only 7 because, well, it's gone down. A lot of the people from the second game, you can't pick to fight alongside, but you can continue the romance with them if you romance them in Mass Effect 2. As for the romances, that basically goes up in each game. In the first game, you have 3. If you're a male shepherd, you can choose between Ashley Williams and Liara Tassoni. And if you're a female shepherd, you can pick between Kaidan and Liara. Liara doesn't mind. So that's 3 altogether, 2 for each. In the second game, for male shepherd, you have Miranda, Tali, or Jack. And for female shepherd, you have Jacob, Garrus, or Thane. If you want to go either way, for people for male or female shepherd, you can go with Kelly Chambers, Samara, or Morinth. Now that is an extra 6 people on top of what you could do in Mass Effect 1. And in Mass Effect 3, for the male shepherd, if you want to continue it from Mass Effect 2, you got the same 3, Miranda, Tali, and Jack. But in this one, you can also start up a relationship with Ashley again, or Steve Cortez. that is a dude. And I have a gripe with the romance in Mass Effect 3, but I'll come to that at the end. As for female shepherd, you can choose if you continue from Mass Effect 2, you can have Thane or Garrus, and a new one is Samantha Trainer. Again, same sex relationship. For male or female, it is Caden, if he obviously survived instead of Ashley, Kelly Chambers, Liara, and Diana Alice, who is a reporter who you can recruit to your ship. And with the DLC, which is what you get with Legendary Edition, you can also romance Javik if you're a female shepherd, James Vega if you're a female shepherd, and Samara. And she was both, weren't she? Yeah, male or female. The thing I've got to say about the romance in Mass Effect 3 is, I don't know if it works with everyone, but with Tali, you basically do what you have to do and it fades to black. In the second one, you get some sort of little scene before it fades away, and in the first one, if I remember correctly, you get what looks like full-on mini sex scene. They've dimmed it down really bad for Mass Effect 3. Don't know why, but they did. And they seem to have dimmed everything down for Mass Effect 3. It is not. It is third in the ranking from the 3. Even though Mass Effect 1 still doesn't look like it's aged that well. Yeah, I'll still prefer to play that again over Mass Effect 3. But put simply, I would say buy it because it's worth the play. It's worth playing all 3 in a row, one after the other, and getting the ending that you want, and then you can go back on it straight away if you want and do the opposite to what you chose the first time and see what the ending is. But for me, the only reason I'll go back to it is right now I'm missing a couple of trophies from the first Mass Effect and the third Mass Effect, and then I've got to go through it again on Legendary to get the full 100% everything done on the Legendary Edition. But yeah, if you want, buy it. I would recommend it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody.